Yo, what's good, YouTube? Today we reacting to dude pulled off the ultimate catfish to get cash and cheeks. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, all I gotta say is that's what the fuck. Yeah, let's get to the video.
Roommate was a 45-year-old professional catfish. I know. Here's the story time. So I played football at the University of South Carolina for 3 years. My last year, I transferred to a school called West Georgia. I didn't know anybody there.
Wait, that's the nigga that did this shit? Or is he talking about the nigga we just seen earlier? Because he did that shit. What is he gaining from that? I ain't gonna lie.
Except for the 2 transfers that were also coming
it's in the title, cash.
To the school. We all decided to be roommates, but the apartment had a 4-bedroom. But when I walked in, it looked like somebody's uncle was helping them move in. That's my roommate. He immediately introduced himself to us and told us that he was in culinary school.
Alright. Shout out to J.R. Wilson. He made this video, by the way.
I'm straight from the Grove.
Mind you, there was no culinary school nowhere near that area.
Bow down. Relax, bro. Bow down to your king. Relax, bro.
He told us every day he's gonna cook for us and make sure we're up for practice. I get a knock that night and he told me he made me a plate of fish. Until I walk in the kitchen that night and throw something away and see a big box of filet fish that was frozen. Every single morning he would drink a 5th of liquor.
The next time Javon comes to me and tells me anything that you said, I'm busting your fucking face.
Mind you, I'm in college, so rent is about $800 a month. 24/7, he was always in the room. The only time he left the house was to go to Dollar General. So naturally, I'm curious, like, how is this man making rent, but he's never leaving the house?
I beat your fucking ass. He just swear to God.
You already know that nigga was up to some shit. If he's just sitting in the house with the same clothes on every fucking day, you know his ass up to some. But he paying the rent. He paying the rent and shit. Like, man, you know his ass up to some.
So when he first told me he was in culinary school, he also told me he was a retired military vet that would get disability every.
So you know, nigga probably got a secret back cave in that apartment or some shit. Shit, who knows? I ain't gonna lie.
Every month, and that's how he was able to make payments. But one night he got comfortable with me and told me the truth. He used to run this chat website where he would pretend like he was this girl.
I don't know how to tell you, babe.
His ass already seemed like he fucked up. This is why, folks, I ain't gonna lie. If I go to college, like, I don't know, the roommates and shit, I don't know. I don't know about that. Roommates with a random nigga shit. Cause shit like this can happen, like. Yeah, I don't know shit, but if I go to college, I gotta see my car or some shit, cause I be hearing wild stories about niggas roommates and shit, how they be on some weird shit.
But the thing is, he really knew the girls that he was pretending to be. So if he ever needed another picture, another video, he would just ask them for some.
I'm not this bitch in here.
They just okay with that shit? What the fuck?
You accused me of stealing your fucking pizza. I said whoever. Whoever? Yeah. Hey, bro, you gotta chill, bro.
Every night I would always hear this girl voice in the room, but he never had nobody over. Men would send him 20, 50, hundreds. Every day he was able to literally live off of what they were sending him.
That shit crazy.
My time ain't free.
Mind you, he also had
Nigga making more than average nigga working a job by doing that shit. What the fuck?
4 to 5 girlfriends at a time. He would talk on the phone.
He had 5 girlfriends. Hey, nigga, what method is this nigga pulling for? I ain't gonna lie. What method is this nigga pulling? This nigga had 5 girlfriends at the time. And they probably all knew each other too. And he was doing this shit. Yeah, I knew. What method was this nigga pulling?
24/7 to girls that were in Switzerland. I mean, all over the world that he's never met before, but they were his girlfriends.
I quit school because of recess. I don't play no games.
Everything in life, he finessed. Every time he would sleep in a hotel, he would bring these ketchup packets, and he would put the ketchup under the pillowcase. So when he checked out, he would have pictures of blood on the sheets, and he would get his room completely free.
If you got a problem with me, I treat you like a fucking man.
One time he came in the room with some Popeyes. I said, man, that look good. I need to go get me some. He said, let's go. I'll get you a meal completely free. So I'm like, bet. He got it like that. Let's do it. He goes to the front desk and said, ma'am, I never got my meal. She looked at the receipt. It said dine in. She like, sir, I seen you eat the food here earlier.
I got a 2-piece for you, and you go fall to the fucking floor. They ain't talking about no chicken box, nigga.
His name is Jason. After I moved out, I have no idea what he's up to, man, but I miss that dude. He literally, if he had social media, he would be the most famous dude on social media, hands down.
So, fellas, I want to say to you guys, there's no excuse. Jason Jason just used his talents to make a way for himself. And he had the party jumping. Why he didn't have his own place? I guess he just liked the company of other people. Even
At that point, he should just had his own place. At that point, I ain't gonna lie.
though he had 4 or 5 girlfriends and he was catfishing all these dudes to send him money, which is a good hustle because you got.
That just makes me wonder, like, yeah, he catfish. Had he ever like linked up with them or some shit? Like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, I know his ass is using a date app or some shit. Like, if he was, like, did he ever like link up with their ass, or he just catfished them? Oh, nigga, okay, this shit is fucking my brain away. So he was catfishing them, but like they never even linked up. So just like, how the fuck did that work? Like, he was just catfishing them on a phone or some shit online virtually. Like, what the fuck? Okay.
Got AI now where a lot of you guys can do that. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. It's a slime
But they like paying this nigga. Like, I know the girls were paying him, but like, wait, why the fuck were they paying him for that anyway? Yeah, this shit. Hold on.
ball way of making money, but hey, a lot of dudes just like conversation. We just have to be honest. A lot of women like conversation with dudes, and they'll pay for that conversation. You just have to know how to market it. Jason
Paying for a conversation is crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
just found a way to do it. And regardless of how he looks, he never had to leave the house to do any of these things. He just pretended to be someone else, and he could do this for a while. He had a chat website, had all these women lined up, had no interest in really meeting them, just what he could get out of them. And
So he was catfishing niggas off of a conversation. That shit. I don't know. That's like, it's kind of essentially just like paying for someone's OnlyFans. I ain't gonna lie. But nigga, yeah. So it's just like paying for someone's OnlyFans. That's really what it is. Like, you don't even need to do that. Like, nigga, if you want to have a conversation with somebody, you can just, I don't know, go outside, go to the mall, some shit, just start talking to random people. That's it.
if you don't think all these people are
My
doing
voice
that and they
messed up.
found a way, because people like to be entertained as long as you got good conversation. And that's his wheelhouse. He found his wheelhouse. He had the gift of gab. So guys, there's really no excuse. Women like a guy that has good conversation and can make her feel a particular way. Make her feel special. She'll overlook. Now you can see Jason, he had a terrible build to him. And a lot of you guys can say, well, JR, he was pulling this off. He was catfishing them. He was doing this, that, and the third. Women who get all of these positive affirmations, right? They get the good mornings, the grand risings. You can do it. You're awesome. All these things like that. Women will pay for that type of stuff. And eventually women are so vain, they'll start to believe these things with somebody that they don't even know. And they'll look forward to it. So this guy was hustling. He was a hustler. Some of us have talents in life, but we have to discover our talents, what it is that we're good at. And he happened to.
Shit, me, hell no, I ain't ever doing that shit. He a hustler, I respect that, but nigga, me, nigga, I ain't gonna lie, I don't think I would never go that low. I ain't gonna lie, shit. My way of hustling for that grind and stuff, for the grind and money, doing this content, I'm gonna be up in the future.
Discover that. A lot of us don't know that we have these talents, and it takes for us to go through some things to discover that as well. So I'm pretty sure bro right here, he learned a lot by seeing this early on, that somebody can pull this off. A much older dude can, and just coast through life. Even though some of you say, well, JR, that's a job, you're chatting up women, it's just conversation. Especially if you're a person that's prone to being lonely, you're just having conversations with people. People, especially women, they like to talk out a lot of their issues and their problems and seek advice, and they'll find value in you as a man if you're able to do that. And he's capitalizing on it. So fellas, all I'm saying is that don't ever, what's the word I want to say in terms of this? Don't ever shortchange yourself in terms of who you are and your greatness, because someone will appreciate you. You'll look at this guy, like he said, Buddy would drink a fifth a day, or in the morning, excuse me, a fifth in the morning. right? Depending on what he's drinking, that could be $50. $50 every morning. I mean, a lot of you smoke that daily or twice a day, whatever have you. So you can look at it as he's bringing positivity. He's helping out some people. He's entertaining. It's cool. Like you said, if he did have a social media, he probably would be that guy. Because people are drawn to people's personality. The looks, not so much. You have people who are the life of the party sometimes, not because of the way they look. Some of the funniest comedians you guys don't really find attractive, right? But because they're funny, it's like, I like that energy. I like that aura. Even though, as Ari Spears said, a lot of these people are dying on the inside. A lot of us, we show you this image, we're really dying on the inside. And bro could be. Hence why he was getting wasted. But he's bringing joy to these roommates and the women and these dudes, I guess, that's cash apping him all this money and sending him bread. But that's how the game goes, guys. You must, and you guys could say this is nefarious, all this stuff like that. You guys have to do your due diligence whenever you're talking to anyone. All these catfish shows, and you're talking to people for 3 and 4 years and you don't know what they look like. Bro, have some common sense. So I'm not mad at Good Buddy at all, man. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Comment.
Shit, I mean, I wasn't mad at us too. I ain't gonna lie. This nigga, he was speaking facts and shit. No, he just hustled for that money and shit. Hold on. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I mean, yeah, shit. He was just hustling for that money. I mean, shit. You know, if he's prone to being lonely, shit, then shoot, it's just his hobby or some shit. Like, you know, in case he's bored. But nigga, me, would I stoop that low? Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I would not do no shit like that. But then again, you know, everybody different. You know, there's probably like a lot of other niggas doing this shit right now to make money. I mean, but then again, it's like his ass is in college, so it's like, no, he should be able to meet a lot of people there anyway. You know, cause he's in college. Like, I don't know, walk around the campus or something. Shit, that's what I would do. Like, nigga, I ain't gonna lie. If I was just bored or I just want to talk to some people, yeah, I would have just been walking around the campus. So I was in college, but trying to meet some people, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, if you like the video, like, subscribe for all my socials. I'm gonna see y'all next time.